Hello, my lovely. This is Angela. I hope that you are doing well. Here we are for our Christmas collab that we're doing with Poetspice and a group of talented ladies, all which their channels will be down in the link below. So please go and check what they doing. This collab goes every second Friday of the month for the whole entire year, making any Christmas related project 10 Easter time. I want to welcome all my new subscribers. Thanks the ones that are here, always supporting me, and also thank you if you're here for the first time. I hope you find something that you like and you decide to subscribe. Well, today, for the Christmas collab that we have here, I decide, since we still in winter time, I decide to make some wintertime cards and decide to do slim cards. I'm going to show you the things that I used. I used this Tim Holtz snowflake. It's like this to make some of my embellishment. I used some of this ribbon that is from the Dollar Tree. Let me probably showing it here. You can see it better. It has blue. It has a little bit of pink. And I thought it will go great with this collection. I used my Graphic 45. This one is the square tag and clock. And I use this die over here to make some of my card. I also use this spell binder, and this one, let me see if it says the name here. Detail cutting dies, shadow box ribbon threader. And I use this one and this one. I use some of this paper from Tim Holtz that it's it's very thin. But what I did was it's adhesive, so I adhere to a piece of cardstock to give them a little more of the, it's not too flimsy. Comes in two colors. I use the silver. I use a 165-pound piece of white cardstock that I cut 8 by 8, and I score at 4 inches, and I made a slim card. And then also I use some of my Distress Oxide. I use Faded Jeans. I use Mermaid Lagoon. And I use Vintage Photo. The other thing, the collection that I use is from Stamperia. And it is Arctic Antarctic from Stamperia. This is one of the collections they had last year. And I thought it will be great for winter. And this is very beautiful papers. As you can see, you get quotes, you get maps, but you get a page that comes with circles like this. And sometimes you don't know what to do. So what I did with this one, I used my, these are, oh my God, my dynamic circles, and I used one of the circles to cut this. So this is going to be the focus of my card. So this is another thing. And if I can link some of the stuff, I will. I use some of my seam binding ribbons. I keep them in these containers by kind of colors that I use the most. And this is how it looked. This was one of the center. And if you notice, I cut the edge here. So this is what you're going to need. And then you're going to need some of the papers for background. What else I'm missing? This is a beautiful collection, and if you're interested, I'm going to put a link below where you can get it. Oh, I also use this Nina per lesson gray paper. It's 65 pounds. I use it for my cards. And also, I use, this holographic special paper that I think I bought in Hobby Lobby. And these are some of the remnants of the collection that I use. And look at that paper. Look at that polar bear. How cute it is. So this is the collection I use. The Arctic Antarctic from Stamperia. Okay, what do I create and how I create? I am a mess today and I apologize. So I'm going to move all my supplies. Like I say, I'm going to try to link everything I have here if you're interested in getting it. And now I'm going to show you the cards that I make. I make slimline cards. Oh, and also I use some of the die cuts from the Stamperia same collection that you see. They have different sizes and pieces. So that's another thing I use from the collection. So what did I did? And also I use this Park Lane envelopes. I use these ones to put my cards inside. It's a little bigger, but it will put. I'm going to show you. And those I bought in Joann a while ago. They're number 9 envelopes. And this is the first card that I did. And to make my bows, I'm going to show you. I have this little thing that I have for many, 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 many years. And this is what I use the most to make my bows. So, especially seam binding. So what I did, I cut an 8x8 paper, and it's 65 pounds, and then I score it at 8. So then my other paper that it's underneath, it is the silver paper that I use from Nina. That is that. Let's see where I put it. I should have kept it here with me. I used the Nina. You see, I cut it 1/4 of an inch shorter, and I put it in the background. And then I cut a background using one of these papers like this, and it was 1/4 of an inch shorter, so I can layer. Here that you see here, is the circle that I cut. I put it here in the middle, and then I used my frame. And for my frame, I use also these strips that are from scrapbooking.com because they're very flexible and easy and don't add too much dimension. Here you can see the the snowflakes that I punch from my using my punch and that specialty paper. Here is some of the chipboards that I use from the collection and some of the seam binding. And this one, it says Thick Adventure That Open Your Mind. Here you can see the wolf and all this, and I think this will be a beautiful winter card. This is the inside, and I added a little bit of that silver to add. So this is my first card. My second one, oh, and this one you're going to see more. This is called Arctic World is the title of it. Here you can see that I used the circle with the whale. I used some glossy accent also to put in the whale. I hope you can see it there well. I cut my star. I try to make it a continuous. This is this die that you see here, where I thread that ribbon through it, and then I make a bow and I layer my stuff. I have my 8x8 card, my 4 inches by 8. It's 4 inches by 8 inches tall. Then I have here 3 3/4 of the Nina per lesson. And then here you have a 3 1/2 of the pattern paper. Here is the ribbon. Here is the bow. Here you can see the details that I put in the card. I think they're a very nice card. And then this is the inside of the card. I made a total of 4, and like I say, they all has their. This one is called Round About the North Pole, and here you can see that I did the same concept for the layering. I used the Nina per lesson, then a piece of pattern paper, then I cut my star from the specialty. I try to put it in odd numbers because it's pleasing to the eye. I kind of put some glossy accent on the penguin to give them that wet look. And also I make a small ribbon. I thread the ribbon here through here to give them a little more. And then I made a ribbon, a small ribbon for the bottom. And this one, when you open it in, it has a half of the circle and it has another penguin in here. And I use this graphics because I think it went great with the card. Last but not least, this is my favorite. It is Bojich. I can't say that word. And it's the polar bear. I love polar bears. And here you can see the die that I use. I pop it up with the circles. I put a little bit of glossy accent in the snow. I even use my white, let me see if I have it here, my white Mr. Huey's to kind of splatter so it looks like it's snowing a lot. Here you can see the thread, how I thread the ribbon, make the bow. Here you can see how I use some of those stars. Here you can see a little one poking up here. I just pull everything flat. The only thing that is popped up is the frame that I used from the Graphic 45 die, and when you open this card inside, it looks like this. So these are my 4 cards that I did. I will be doing a tutorial how I make this card with another card that is not related with this. It's called, it's one that I do for Spectrum Art. If you're interested, it will be up pretty soon since I've been having a little bit of problems with my internet. I haven't been able to be up. So thank you very much. Don't forget to check and the word if you're still watching, because in April, I'm going to pick a winner and it's going to receive a $10 gift certificate for the Spectrum Art store. That it's all down there in my, all the information about the store is there. So if you're looking for any of these, it will be, I tried a link. It's not sponsored. It's a store that I really enjoy buying from. You're going to use the word Arctic like this in your comments. Don't forget to like. You have to be subscribed. You have to be in the, you can be international. And I want to thank you. I hope you give me thumbs up. I hope I inspire you to use your supplies. And I want to appreciate, this is Angela from Serendipity Art, where we craft with the heart. I hope you have a wonderful weekend and also be safe. Stay healthy, stay crafty, and I see you on my next video. Bye.